Greetings. Welcome once again to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Rodney Gittens. So glad to have you here. And I'm glad that you are wherever you are, because I know you could be anywhere. However, thank you for spending your moments with us today or whenever you watch the recording. And so we're going to start as we usually do with our opening song, Choosing Heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. And of course, as I always like to say, what you choose for yourself, you're choosing for all. Why? Because we're all one. And so therefore, choose wisely for yourself and for all as one. And also, please feel free to type it into the comments during the song. And our guests who will be doing our opening prayer can use that in the opening prayer. Whatever you choose will be included in the opening prayer. So here we go, choosing heaven today. Yes, choosing heaven. Wonderful choices for ourselves. We do it from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, and maybe even while we sleep. So how awesome it is to know that we have the opportunity to choose what heaven looks like, what it feels like, and and to make it our experience welcome in our lives. So, speaking of welcome, we welcome you. We welcome each and every one of you to One Love Center for Spiritual Living, and we are most certainly on a mission. Our mission, what is that, like Mission Impossible? Well, this is Mission Possible, uh, to provide a stable and welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. You want to get an understanding of what it is to live spiritually. And we do that by, educating ourselves. So we envision a world. This is how we see the world, as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and application of spiritual principles. All right. How else you going to know? It's not by accident. Okay. It might happen, but why take a chance? So also, One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. And our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. We welcome each and every one. And we welcome you from a place of love. This is for our first time guests. This is for everyone who's attended at any time. We continue to welcome you and acknowledge and recognize the splendor of the infinite divine spirit that is you. Please know that we support you in being the best that you choose to be in this glorious life. And we thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to a place where love grows. Welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. At this time, we're going to bring on our guest, first time guest, a wonderful friend who I had the pleasure of meeting at the, let's see, was it the Parliament? No, at our gathering, spiritual gathering for Centers for Spiritual Living. And we got to reconnect. Uh, the way things happen, some of these you just can't plan. So anyway, we have a wonderful, beautiful, and talented, inspirational Ifesinachi Naana, who's a religious science practitioner at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, where Reverend Dr. David Alexander is the minister, a spiritual leader there. So. And speaking of which, Nana, as she's often called, is already passed her exams to be a minister with us, and will very soon be wearing and using that title. Okay, so however, for right now, she's going to pray us up. She's going to pray us in, and so take it away. And you can say something before you start the prayer if you just want to, you know.
Okay. Thank you for having me, and thank you to everyone within the sound of my voice who listens. And it's high honor. And yes, we met at our convention uh,
Mhm.
last year, and we kind of kept circling each other. And so it's really high honor to have you in my circle of people who I enjoy. So thank you
Same
again,
here.
and thank you to everyone, the whole community. So we are going to I'm going to open up with a prayer, and so at this point, I would like for everyone to just put everything down and just sit in this moment, be grounded in it. If you got the stove, whatever's going on, forget about all of that and come here to this place and know this with me. And I will pray in the first person as we do, and take whatever is here for you. It's freely given. Just breathe. I know that there is one God, one essence, one source from which all life comes. That source is inseparable from its creation. That source loves its creation. That source is the love that the creation has and imparts. And as we breathe this source. It is intelligent, it is present everywhere, so no matter where you are, the presence is with you. You cannot be separated from it. And I know this. I just am so grateful. I am grateful for all that is. I am grateful for all that has been and what is yet to come. It's a great adventure. It's a great wonder. It is with awe as Spirit unfolds in my life, the things that show up. And I know that it is also what is done for me, whatever it is that I do, is possible for every single one to the degree of our understanding, to the degree of our willingness to do the work, to the degree that we are just present in this moment because we live in the eternal moment of now. So I am awake, awake to the divine presence in me and all of creation. I am available to embody the love that God is to the best of my understanding. I'm enough. There is no other like me. I am a unique expression of the divine, just like everyone is. I am ready. There is a saying that I will put in here with us for the moment, and it's don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do that because the world needs more people who have come alive. That's Howard Thurman, another one of God's creations. And so I am just grateful and give thanks. Give thanks for everyone who participates. Give thanks for those who are on their way. Give thanks for the ones who are questioning and looking and seeking. And may they find exactly what it is that they are seeking. I know this to be the truth. I know that this is possible for everyone. I bless this community and all who seek and have found here, all who are fed here, all who come here and just are felt welcome and feel community. I know that all is in divine order, that it is all done even before I ask, because the all knowing has made preparation. And so I release these words into the law, knowing that they are creative and that there is power in my speaking, there is power in my word, and I release it knowing that it is done with ease and grace and to perfection. And so it is. And so it is now.
And now it is. Yes.
Now
Thank
it
you.
is. Yes, now it is.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here, and thank you for praying us in and praying us up. And also, I just want to add that, yes, you just experienced the power of prayer. Scientific prayer is one of the things that we call it. It's affirmative prayer. And regardless of whether we are ministers or practitioners, we are prayer professionals, ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is the power, full of power, charged and always already within you for your immediate use. And if at any time that doesn't seem to come up to your memory, if you're feeling less than powerful, if you're feeling less than joy, less than love, less than anything that you'd rather feel, contact us. Send us an email at onelovecenter.org. And also, yeah, well, that's a good start for now. And if you need more in-depth time, like a professional practitioner session, that can be arranged. There is a fee. However, no one is turned away. So please use us. As the song says, use me, use myself. We have Lita Perez, practitioner, and also Ellen Suazo, practitioners. So we are available for you to know the truth about whatever situation you're going through. If there's anything less than pure joy, contact us. You know, if you're having so much joy, you don't know how to handle it, contact us, and we'll help you with that as well. So thank you so much. Remember, you can just send it to One Love at onelovecenter.org. Go to our website, onelovecenter.org, and you can also put it in a prayer request there as well. So we thank you, and I thank you, Naana, for showing up and joining us and saying yes to the adventure of which life is. Good. So I also want to say that I will have the pleasure of assisting, being a teacher assistant for one of our classes for students in Nigeria. And I'm so honored to be selected to participate in that activity. And so thank you again so we'll be working together on that and starting September. Yes. And
I know you're going to enjoy it.
I'm going to love it. Yes, indeed. And just so folks know that this teaching is rapidly growing in many other areas besides these United States. So in the Latin American countries and in Africa as well, this is really blossoming for people because they see and they use the practical application of this philosophy. So I just wanted to share that. So I just really have the great pleasure of participating in that. So yeah. And I must say, it's all about love. It's love that we are for and share in our own lives that we get to practice with others to help them see the love that they are as well. Yeah. So we're talking about soaring in love, soaring like eagles and all birds. Well, not all. Most birds soar. And it's so interesting because we get to share in the feeling of it when we are practicing love, and soaring in love is like it's because it's said to be that boundless freedom and joy that love brings. And when we do that, when we are vulnerable enough to have an open heart, to allow us to freely, move around the planet, to freely be who we are, that is about the great the experience of fulfillment, the experience of living our purpose. Because what they say, it's like whatever your purpose is, you do it with love, not because you feel like you have to, or I'm just doing it for the money. It's fulfilling when we're doing it with love from an open heart. Yeah. So we're going to just jump right into it. So is there anything you'd like to say about the title, about the theme, and what comes up for you about soaring in love?
I love it. I love it. I think I thought of eagles and just the heights that they can travel to. Mm-hmm. And it's the same for us. There are heights and there are also depths, mm-hmm. where because we're expanding creatures. We were made in love, from love. It's not so much that we love God, but God is the love. Mm-hmm. God is the love, and it is within us. It's coursing through us. We're breathing it. We have our coming and our going, and it's our nature. It's who we are, and it's just absolutely wonderful when we can look out and see the presence everywhere and know the love everywhere, because it is everywhere.
Absolutely. It reminds me of, I guess it's a poem. Gosh, it just comes to mind. I haven't heard it in a while, but I use a certain part of it. It's like, it says, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways." Well, I just imagine this is God saying, "How do I love me? Let me create the ways."
Yes.
out of all, and because everything is made from the creative power, the one source, everything, whether
Everything.
it's material, immaterial, I mean, gaseous, it doesn't matter, whatever form it's made, it's made, it's like God made, that's like a stamp,
Yes.
made by God, you know, thumbprint of everything has, God's imprint in it. And that's the truth, that's true of us. And as I don't care what religion, most religions will say God is love.
Yes.
Yeah, if God is love, then love, creates, in conjunction with the law, that is unquestioned. It's just like, okay, let's do it. You
Yes.
know, uh,
Yes.
that using that energy to create from. So yeah,
And
absolutely.
we have that too. We are powerful beyond our awareness most of the time,
Hmm.
because I think that when you get into this practice, you can get to a place where every just about everything you say is a mantra.
Hmm.
It's because we're creating. It's like there's no humor. You don't get to say words loosely because you're creating. And so when we recognize that, I think that we become far more accountable, but we also can recognize and recreate. Oh, that's not what I meant. Let me just change that. We
Yeah,
don't have to sit for years. No, change it. Change your thinking, change your life, and do it immediately. Do it now.
that's
Do
right.
it now.
That's right. All right. So we have some quotes that we usually do. We're gonna jump into some quotes, and perhaps you want to start, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So here we go. Number one. The source of all life
oh,
is
okay. I'm sorry. Which one are you looking at?
number one.
You see it on the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank
Okay.
you. Let me change my focus. Kindness eases change. Love quiets fear.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything you'd like to share about that?
I'm going to go to the love part because it really all comes from love.
Hmm.
Love covers all kinds of things, the fears. It makes a big difference. It is a place of compassion. It is a place of recognizing that I've walked that path, and so it allows us to be compassionate with people or to be kind when people are doing their best or they're asleep, which
Hmm.
we once were, and we still have areas within our being that are asleep. So it just makes for a kinder world. It makes for more healthy relationships. And I think that that's what we're all trying. We have a perfect relationship in spirit, and that should be the model, the blueprint for all our relationships with ourselves, with each other, with the environment,
Hmm.
with everything. It all
Yeah.
comes from love.
Absolutely. And I like this quote because it's like, wow, there's a term we use called loving kindness. And,
Hmm.
and this kind of separates that in a way. However, uh, what I'm focusing on now is change. And a lot of people fear change, and they don't see change as something that's that's going to be kind to them. Whether it comes from aging or moving from maybe one job to another or one home to another or relationships. uh, a lot of people fear change. They don't think it's going to be a kind experience. And so I see how kindness can ease change. However, the power of love is just totally diminishes and relinquishes and dissipates any belief in fear. And I think that it's up to us, because whatever belief we may have in fear, that means it's up to us to have a belief that love is more powerful, is the power. Because fear is not a power in and of itself. A lot of people think so because of how they feel about it, but that's not the true power. That's just a feeling, and that will change. So anyway, but thank you for starting us off on that. We're going to just skip to the next one, and when it comes up, okay. It says, to love well is the task in all meaningful relationships, not just romantic bonds. That's by Bell Hooks, All About Love, New Visions. And I love that. To love well, I mean, really is just to love fully, I think, and completely. And that's our job. Our job it says in meaningful relationships. So that's at home, with family, with friends, on the job, wherever we are. And that includes what we call strangers. That can be meaningful as well. So I think it's important that we focus on that concept of loving in all of our relationships, not just, handing flowers to somebody saying, I love you. Did you want to comment on this?
Yes, because I'm looking at this meaningful relationship, and I think all relationships are meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're in a good place and with a good person and you recognize it, but even relationships that didn't work out, later on we get to see the meaning. We may not be aware of it at that moment, but I really think that all of our interactions, they come to teach us. They're teachable moments. They come to show us things about ourselves. And in learning new things about myself, that makes it meaningful. The
Mm-hmm.
relationship itself may not necessarily, but it was meaningful in that I get a broader and a deeper understanding of myself and people and the world around
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And questions come up. I mean, this sounds great, but then there's a question: how? How do I love well in relationships? And one of the ways that we can practice loving well is by training our minds. And one of the ways that we can do that, of course, is through maybe using a mantra or affirmative statement. One suggested one is to say, love is here now. Wherever I am, love is here now. Or
me.
everywhere I am, love is here now. And to anyone watching or listening, if you want to put into the comments, what practice would you use to recognize love and to be able to love well in your relationships?
You know, love. I don't think that we're really encouraged in our upbringing to love ourselves, and it all starts there because you can you know some things we have boundaries and we have non-negotiables,
Mhm.
and those are there for us to navigate. And when you love yourself, you have a standard for how you, not only how other people are going to treat you, but how you are going to treat yourself. And it is unloving to treat yourself or allow yourself to continue in places where you're not welcome, you're not
Mhm.
appreciated, and so we have to start there, because I think that ultimately people will treat us how we treat ourselves by example, and also what
Mhm.
we allow. So
Absolutely.
it's just it's a wonderful thing All of us can kind of look at ourselves from time to time in different points in our lives, and hopefully you can see growth, you can see confidence, you can see deeper love, greater love, more compassion, and those are the fruits of love.
Absolutely, and it is important. I love what you said. I mean, yes, we were not. Most people were not reared to say to themselves, "I love myself." That was foreign for a lot of people,
Mhm.
and therefore we weren't necessarily putting ourselves in loving situations, creating loving experiences. I know for me, love seemed very detached, like it's something I had to get,
Mhm.
or to be given. And so I think it's really important that again, in this philosophy, in this teaching, and some might even call it a religion, however, is first and foremost a philosophy. It's a way of life that uh, this is for me a preferred way to be. I don't want to be told that I have to love. It's like, well, that's just our nature. I learned that. That's hey, and not just learn it, practice it. This is our nature. This is who we are. It's not like we have to go get it, or wait for it to be given. Yeah. So let's take the next one on. You can jump on that one.
Whew.
Mm.
I am grateful to have been loved and to be loved now and to be able to love because love liberates. Maya Angelou. And all I can say is Ashe. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes a difference to know that you are loved. And I'll share it. May I share a little story?
Sure.
Okay, so I had a very turbulent relationship with my dad, and we didn't talk for 35 years. Okay. And one day I called him and I said, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. So he ended up, I told him, yes, I wanted to be in a relationship with him. And he ended up crying
Mm.
because he said he loved me. He said that he had wanted us to reconcile, but he just did not know how. My dad is old West Indian, and if you know anything about old West Indian parents, they don't apologize, they never wrong. That whole. So he did not know how. Well, we started, in the relationship, and one day I met him at the church where I attended, and my dad eventually was suffering with dementia, so he didn't recognize me. And someone told him who I was, and service started, and I went back to him, and at the end, when I met with my dad, he reached out to me and he pulled me towards him and he kissed me on the forehead and he said, Sinechi, I love you. I was 55 years old. I was messed up. I cried. I cried the whole way home. I came through the door slinging snot, the whole bit. I mean, makeup was wherever. My daddy loved me. At
Mm.
55, it mattered to me that my dad loved me. And that was not something that I had experienced with him before. But I really got the significance, and after that, I started telling my children that I love them. I say that to them all the time because it matters.
It does. It does matter. And I experienced similar things to that, and the same thing. The stiff upper lip. Never. Show your emotions like that, especially the softer ones, the kinder ones, the gentler ones. That no, no, no. You gotta be hard. Got to be firm. And we had a kind of turbulent past, and again, I was able to approach him, and then we had like that opportunity to become vulnerable with each other, and the tears are flowing and all that, and it is meaningful, more meaningful when we finally get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
because we realize, wow, how much time do we actually have, and what's missing here, and so yeah, the love is always there. The question is, are we using it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I mean, fear gets in the way. Uh, a lot of things get in the way of actually expressing that love. But the love is there. It's just waiting. It's like, I have eternity. You know,
It
love is
seems
like,
that
yeah,
way when you're. It seems that way when you're 5.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm saying love has eternity. Love is like, whenever you're ready, I'm here.
Yeah.
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 So
Absolutely.
we're going to take on the next one. You can do that.
Oh, love alone can beget love. People do not gather roses from thistles.
Hmm.
Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind. I guess that's page 431.
Uh
Now I'm going to make a note of that so I can go see the rest of it
huh.
because that's a teaser.
Hmm. Yeah. So we can't get love from anywhere else but love, huh?
Hmm. Love begets more love, and it's the source. It's the source of all kinds of things. When love is in that place, people do what they're called to do. And they do it. They do it willingly, lovingly, and tirelessly.
Hmm.
And I'm sure too that you can tell when people do things, for instance, and they don't really want to do it. It's like, where's the love? But the thing is that, love is more than doing, it's being.
Hmm.
Because one of the things that I had to tell myself is that we're human beings. We're not human doings.
Hmm.
So just be.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's important. Yeah. And be love. That's it. Be the love that you already are. Like, again, we don't have to get it or wait for permission to be love and then to actually do loving things. Yeah. So we have another quote. Let me introduce this one. All right. So um, his quote says, "Yes, you belong to me and I'm yours exclusively. Right now, we live and breathe each other, inseparable, it seems. We're flowing like a stream, running free, traveling on the wings of love." So that's a lyric from that song, On the Wings of Love.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't going to sing it. Yeah, so many of you know, you think of it. No, yeah, right. On the wings of love. So, um,
Yeah.
and this is the truth for each and every one of us. When we are coming in and from the place of love, isn't this how it feels? That
Mhm.
we get the belonging. We get that, yeah, we are one, inseparable, and it's like, it reminds me of kids when they're playing like in the sandbox or just, in the playground, and they're just playing and they're having a great time. And it's just looks like, unadulterated joy, unadulterated love. And they're just expressing all this fun and they're laughing. They can fall and skin their knee and get up and keep playing, and it doesn't matter. And when we really find out is when it's time to go home. Okay, and then they don't want to go. No.
No, nobody wants to leave. And we still have that kid within us.
Yeah,
So even as adults, um, it's important to play.
that's right. That's right. All
Yeah, I
right.
think of letting that little girl come out to play sometimes.
That's right. Come on out. Come out and play. Well, thank you for coming out to play today.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. All right. So we have another quote. I'll let you start this one.
Okay. Love only is the fulfilling of the law, bringing its use to those high purposes that bind us back to the heart of the universe. Love waits for the fulfillment of the law. It is kind and does not envy. It seeks not its own and thinks no evil.
Mhm.
Ernest Holmes' words that heal today. Whew.
Yeah. What does that bring up for you?
A great joy because it's almost like I can memorize this and this becomes my standard. It can be a standard for me to recognize. And really it points back to the loving kindness
Mhm.
of the creator because it's always loving. We do a lot more to ourselves in our own heads, and you know we I think that one of the things that attracted me here is the science of it. Excuse me. So if you can repeat, you can do the same thing and get the same results. It's not
Mhm.
random. There's the law and there's the universe and it's waiting. It's just waiting to say yes to us. And that's one of the laws. It's one of the
Yes.
laws. And back to the heart of the universe. Oh my gosh. To the heart of the universe. Love waits for the fulfillment of the law. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A lot of times, even if you try to mistake other things for love, this clarifies.
mhm. That's right. It's the high purpose. It's the higher purpose. That's really what it's about. I mean, I
Yeah.
know for myself, if it feels like a struggle, if it feels hard, if it feels like not just work, but like if I'm suffering through it, that's not love. That's me trying to make it happen. Maybe I'm thinking I'm doing it from an obligation. Maybe I think I'm doing it like maybe people pleasing or something like that. And
Mm.
it's not the high purpose. The high purpose is ease and grace, and it is kind and does not envy. It's like, I love that because love is patient. Love is like, it's like, hey, I'm here for you, and whenever you're ready, let's do it.
Yeah.
You and the fulfilling of the law, like you mentioned, the law is the principle of the universe that has what we call the sun rising and setting every day. There is it's an orderly universe, and it is operated, by love. It's the existence that is in existence for existence, if that makes sense. You know, there are trees that provide oxygen for us to breathe, and we exhale the CO2 that the tree that the plants use to make oxygen. So it's all an act of love that's happening for to further our existence. And this is what we call life affirming.
Yeah.
Life affirming things are love, are loving, and there's no
Yeah.
envy, there's no competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to now use one of the practices that helps us to love ourselves more, learn to love ourselves more, practice love, and they call it affirmations. It's the positive use of our word. So I'll start it off, and so everyone, please join with me and take a breath. It is so that with practice, love becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a way of being, allowing love to soar in my interactions. Let's take a breath and affirm this again. Breathe in, It is so.
Oh,
With practice, love becomes more than just a feeling, it becomes a way of being, allowing love to soar in my interactions.
mm-hmm.
All right. Sonachi, you have the next one. Take a breath, everyone.
You're going to advance the screen. It is so that my life, all life,
It's a different the one on the screen.
I was waiting for you to advance and you didn't, so I didn't want to really be a gap. So I was over here with my notes.
Okay, it's up
I'll
here.
look at this one.
Yeah.
It is so that soaring in love, my love is calmer, more understanding, more faithful, deeper, and more solid. So let's just inhale once again. And you can join me. It is so that soaring in love, my love is calmer, more understanding, more faithful, deeper, and more solid.
All right. And by all means, do the next one.
We'll take a breath on this one as well, but I'm finding that I have to breathe deeper with each one. My life, all life, soars in love today. We can exhale and take another deep breath. My life, all life, soars in love today.
It is so, and so it is, and now it is. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
And so it
So
is.
at this point,
Thank you.
I'm going to have Nana go backstage and I will do a grounding affirmative prayer and we'll be right back. And so please join me as we go within, even deeper, further, soaring higher with this affirmative prayer. And just knowing that right where I am, soaring high in the higher heights of consciousness, the grand rising consciousness of love. Yes, there is only one life, and that life is the life of the Creator, the life of God, the life of whatever name stands for this supreme beingness. Knowing that it doesn't matter what name, it's all love. It's all good. It's all God. And so I am knowing that, through this divine discussion, that love and greater love is being revealed in each one who has heard this and watched this, whether live or the recording. That love is always the order of the day. That love, using the law to bring it into manifestation, that love is present in all relationships, where all relationships are meaningful because there's only one. There's only one. 1 + 1 = 1. Yeah, that's science. That's new thought math, religious science math. There's only one. No matter how many ones there are, it could be a million ones. There's only one. And all are of the one. And I know that I, as one of the ones of the one, I am knowing that this love shows up in all of our affairs. It shows up in affairs of the heart, the romantic affairs, love that says, yes, beloved, I am yours and you are mine, and we recognize our oneness. We recognize our togetherness. We recognize our belovedness. We recognize and live to the fullest the knowingness that we are one in the romantic way, and in relationships that are not romantic. There is still oneness, which means there is never a reason, never a good reason why there should be any strife or conflict, any war, any so-called hate, which is only the absence of love. It's only not using the love that is already there. So I am knowing that, yes, love is indeed always on the playing field. And I know that love shows up in our financial affairs, because money is God in action. And since God is love, money is love in action, not loving money. However, loving ourselves and to do what we are to do, our divine purpose on the planet, using love to bring our purpose into form, into reality, into action, into being. We use the money, we use this love in the form of money to bring forth greater love in all that we think, say, and do for the greater good of each and every one, wherever we are. Everywhere. Love is everywhere. And so I am knowing this is true when it comes to our body of affairs and the affairs of our body, meaning health, divine health and vitality. Oh, it prospers with an attitude of love. That vibration is high. That love vibration is harmonious with the cells of the body. Knowing that love is the healer through the revealing of truth that God is love and God is all there is. And so I am knowing that this word spoken is manifested in all of the activities of this life. That as individualized expressions of the one of God, and God is love, we're individualized expressions of love. And therefore, each one is an individual possibility of greater love to be revealed, not only in their life, but in the lives of all other ones of the one. And so I release this word knowing that love is here today. Love is here to stay every day. By law, I know it is done, for the law operates perfectly. And so I let it be the good that it continues to unfold to be. Right here, right now, with gratitude and thanksgiving, I release it, knowing that it is showing up in ways seen and unseen, known and unknown. However, love is here, right now. And I affirm it by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Blessings, everyone. Blessings. Thank you for being the love that you are. And as we mentioned before, we are prayer professionals, ready, willing, and able to remind you that Spirit is the power, charged and already within you for your immediate use. And we are here for you. So use us for your prayer requests. You can contact us at OneLove at onelovecenter.org. And we will have a phone number up soon. And if you see one in the website, certainly use it. However, email would be probably the best. And we will certainly pray for a period of 7 days. And my request is that when you make a prayer request, let us know when your prayer is answered. Okay? And if it's not answered, let us know. And we will continue to pray for another 7 days, or until you get to us and let us know that that prayer request has been answered. And if you need more in-depth time with a practitioner, then let us know, and we will set up a practitioner session. There is a fee involved. However, no one is turned away, and it becomes very easy. All right, because God knows no hard or easy. It just is. And so, yeah, we just make it a loving, kind affair. So, also, and thank you. We have Angela Fista, Tina Fista, one of our soloists when we were meeting in person with our band, with our the love notes. So thank you, Tina, for checking in and being with us. Also, I want to also bring up the fact that what we do, what we love doing, what we do, and we also love the availability of the technology to do what we do and to have our speakers and to have everybody show up. And so we're also grateful for the donations that get to make this all happen. So you can go to PayPal, go to our website, onelovecenter.org, and use PayPal, or you can use the Cash Me app, $OneLoveCSL. Or if you want to send us a letter, you can go to our website. You see our P.O. Box 1272, Brooklyn, New York, 11201. And just don't send cash. You can send a money order or a check. So we thank you. And to assist ourselves, assist each other, we have affirmation of abundance. And so as you prepare, just knowing you feel that harmonic vibration from within, knowing that, yeah, God gives 100% of itself, 100% of what we desire. And when we make our desires known, whatever is needed for us to bring about our purpose on the planet. So we give thanks for that, being able to give. And so it says money, as one of many gifts of spirit, is good. And as I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We do have a few announcements. And let me get that up. You can see that I am doing this alone. So the first announcement is we're requesting help. If there's anyone who'd like to participate and help with the technical assistance in managing our broadcast, we appreciate it. Contact us through One Love at onelovecenter.org. Send us an email to be of service. Bless you and thank you. Okay, we are looking to start a class this fall, Beyond Limits. And if you just contact us, go to our website, onelovecenter.org, or send us an email, oneLove@onelovecenter.org, if you are interested in taking foundations class. There is something very integral to this now, to Centers for Spiritual Living, to the organization, and to many people in religion, in spiritual groups, or outside, or in the corporate world. It's called visioning, and there is a visioning retreat, autumn equinox visioning retreat, autumn visioning retreat, I'll say, Friday, September 26th to Sunday the 28th. 3 sessions a day for 3 days. Start anytime. Attend as many sessions as you like, and it's awesome. Especially to end the year, a good way to end this trimester, and just really prepare yourself for the upcoming year. But just to if you haven't done visioning, it's fantastic. If you have, then it's great to continue and take every opportunity to use visioning as a spiritual practice. Okay, registration will start soon. You can donate any amount, tax deductible, and you get the opportunity to gather and nourish your soul and revitalize our vision for our life. Yes. So, also, we want to, we're going to now bring back Sunachi, Naana, and bring her back to any final remarks, any comments, and then we'll both pray out, and then we'll have a wonderful song to back us up, and then we'll come back to say goodbye. So, is there anything you'd like to say?
You know, one of the greatest prayers I think is thank you. And I'm saying thank you for the invitation, for the welcome, for the opportunity to participate. Um, we tend to think of ourselves as we're with our affiliate. So I
Mhm.
am not only a practitioner at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, but I've been to other centers, and I just really I I enjoy these because it's seeing other ways of doing the same thing.
Mhm.
And that's always beautiful when things can be done in the ease and the grace of the divine, and yet it's different. But
Mhm.
again, it's the same. So I just had another different same experience in being here. And I just say thank you to everyone. You mentioned some practitioners, and I heard uh, Spanish names. So I'm going to say in Spanish, muchas gracias. Me dio mucho alegría estar con ustedes este domingo. Y espero que vuelvo. Muchas gracias. So I just said thank you. I enjoyed being with you. It brought me great joy and happiness. And thank you. Thank you is a sentence.
Not. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you, and for making us a little bit bilingual for a moment. And yeah, I also want to mention that there is a wonderful opportunity. It's called Gray Lives on the Rise. You can find it on YouTube, and you can find Nana doing a wonderful podcast, a wonderful interview there. And you can find that on YouTube. I'm sorry I don't have the link available right now, but check it out. And yeah.
On YouTube, you just key in Gray Lives on the Rise, and it should take you there.
Okay. All right.
And if anybody has, I think my email was just there, so hopefully someone got it if they need help, and I'll help them get to that website.
Okay. And your email, we don't see the whole thing here. Well, so what's
Okay,
your email?
Cruzana y Dios at yahoo.com. So it's in
Cruzan,
Spanish.
IDIOS.
Cruzana Dios at Yahoo.
Okay. All right. And we also
I would have
found that
just
we
put
have Crucian.
Naana.
Yeah, we found that we have Crucian roots as well. So,
Yes, we do. Yes, we
yes.
do.
All right. Okay, cuz. All right. So, we're going to do our benediction, and then have a wonderful song. And then we'll come back and
Yeah.
make our formal goodbye. And so,
Okay.
how wonderful it is to be steeped in this gratitude, to steeped in the knowingness that there's only one, and that one is love, and that each one goes forth this day and every day from the place of love within, knowing that, yes, it's deep within, heaven is within. However, we soar in from the depths of heaven, meaning we soar even higher. That each one is able to affirm deeply that, yes, that I am love. And we have affirmations of right where I am, love is, and all the different ways that we remind ourselves of our true nature and live it as ways of of showing, not showing off, not showing up, just showing. that love is where everyone is, not just for one, however, for all ones. And I pass my word.
And I receive your word. As we prepare to leave this place, we know that it is love that brought us here. It is love that has us here. It is love that we just share, and it shows up everywhere. Everywhere I go, love is. And I focus on that and I amplify it and I just let it be. Let it be knowing that it is eternal, it is ever present, and it is just absolutely wonderful, wonder filled, and wonder evoking. I release these words into the law knowing that it is already done and it is already so. And in this moment of now, I just let it be. And so it is.
And so it is. And now it is. Yes.
And now it is. I learned that thing. I like that. And now it is. Eternal now.
Yes, it. Every moment is a now moment. A moment for love. All right. So we're going to close with a wonderful song. It has to do with soaring in love. It's one of our favorites. So here we go. It's fun. Yes, soaring in love every day, every
Yes,
moment. Yes, and thank you for being the
beautiful
love
song.
that you
Thank
are.
you for. I'm just reflecting you.
All right. Thank you, everyone,
I'm just
for
reflecting
showing
you.
up. Yes.
All
We
right, everyone.
are love. All right. Peace. We'll see you next week. And please
Yes,
remember to share the video, to share this to YouTube or share it in Facebook. But somebody's going to hear something that's going to increase their love quotient, their, their love frequency. So, do a
yes.
loving thing and share this wonderful talk. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Thank you.